What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. LexxExpress checking in with the WWE 2K23 Wishlist Discussion series. If you guys saw our last episode, it was episode 1, My GM. Here we're going to be talking about Universe Mode. As you see, I have it highlighted. Like I said in the last episode, I'm going to be surfing through the mode, kind of bringing up different things that I wish they would have added, or just stuff that they could take away to make the game mode better. I just think that universe mode needs to be overall much more fulfilling. Right now, you jump into the mode, it feels empty. It's an endless cycle with not much reward to it, and it gets old just too fast. And to help me with this discussion, I got my boy Javi. Yo, Javi.
Yo,
Javi,
yeah,
you were telling me you played the old SmackDown games, the nostalgic SmackDown games in 2022. Believe it or not, we look back at the ones that you played, '06 and '07 you mentioned.
yeah,
Those games are
yes, sir.
classics when you look back in
Oh, yeah.
time. And we also got my boy Troutaroo. You guys know him. What's up, Trout?
Yo, what's up?
Trout, you've been playing wrestling games for a while. We played 2K22 and had a blast. Um, don't you feel like they could have done much better with universe mode, bro?
Yeah, I would like to see like you don't have to I mean, I guess the whole point is on the roster is to like mix and match and create your own thing.
Yeah.
I think they should have like a own section. It's like if you want to have everybody put on the roster so you don't have to do it. If you want to just do it regular. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
like
saying?
I get what you're saying, especially for superstar mode. You're basically
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
you don't want to have every single feature customizable. You
Mm-hmm.
want it to feel like kind of like a story,
Mm-hmm.
which we were
Yep.
talking about that off stream, off video just a second ago with Javi. Javi was mentioning, "Oh, I like creating myself and just going into, the story mode, which was pretty much endless." It featured
Yep.
so many different cutscenes and dialogue that was written. You had to read it, but it had really cool backstage segments. You remember those, Javi? Just
Mm-hmm.
those little
Oh
transitional
yeah.
moments, right? And
Yeah, after every fight.
exactly, it had a bunch of cutscenes that are missing in action in 2022. They just don't have as much, and it makes this mode feel old. Like Trout said, if I'm playing superstar mode, right, I want it to be something that is like living and breathing through that superstar's eyes, kind of like my eyes, but you're able to be backstage, you're able to create tag teams and talk to different wrestlers, you're able to, go into the catering lobby. I don't know, that
Oh
was
yeah, sort of like how 2K did it this year with the My Player,
to an
where you're able to go
extent.
to the arena. Yeah.
Exactly. To an extent, they don't have to make it that big because then you got to make a whole city and it's only for next gen. And they're not really gonna just focus on next gen because they're still playing on the Xbox One and the PS4. And I get it. I understand that. So I'm not even going that
Yeah.
far off, Javi, because honestly,
Well, right. Well, not a city, but maybe like a gym. Like
something
something like that
that they
along
learn.
those lines.
Yeah, because they could take that from my rise, because some of those features are in my rise, but you're just like picking between like 3 or 4 options. I want you to be able to, walk around like we used to be able to back then. So I just want more cutscenes, backstage segments, a deeper rivalry system. The rivalry system here just, I don't know. I just go to my universe and you click on rivalries and it's just this. Like, what is this? This is like unacceptable. It's so empty and bare bones. I feel like they could do so much more. It's just there's endless amount of potential when you think about the possibilities of universe mode. Just another thing that I gotta complain about, guys, is the announcing. I feel like when you're in a match, they are not even telling a story, which is what wrestling is all about. You're out there and it feels like a generic match for the most part. There's
They'll be
nothing.
like, "Oh, JR."
Yeah,
I
like
forgot.
you want it to feel like you're watching WWE programming and it just doesn't have that. It feels kind of again empty. It's that same empty feeling that I mentioned earlier. And then I was thinking that maybe you take away something from the My GM mode and add a little salary cap or a little salary if you want to manage your own shows. because it's too customizable with not enough restrictions to make it feel challenging. You get me? It's like you put together a show, someone wins. I get that, but there's no end game here. There's no real goal because there's no story actually happening here. And I know Javi would like this as much as Trout because I'm thinking that this is the next step. It's 2023. It should have multiplayer features. It should have at the very least a co-op feature for you to be able to invite your friend to a franchise, so to speak.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh yeah.
Come on, we've done that on NBA countless times, Javi, where we create our league, pick a team, draft players, trade players. Imagine being able to do that under the wrestling,
Umbrella.
umbrella. Yeah, that would be
Next
insane.
level shit.
Exactly. And I feel like these are things that are not really that far fetched. So rivalries are nonsense. When you create tag teams, I want to be able to create tag teams not just in writing, but like, man, if this was something that was in the game way back when, why can't it be there now? I used to be able to just talk to somebody and be like, hey, you want a match? Or they'll come up to me and ask me if I wanted to match up with them, and I'd help them. I don't know. I feel like just everything is so basic about the mode, even like when you go through the championships. And they do have a decent amount of customization features. They do have a decent amount of things to play with, but I just feel like it's not enough. It's just not enough, in my opinion. So for single superstar, I wanted them to at least do the real narrative there, right? Where it carries over show to show and it follows a trend at least. I would want better stat tracking. The entire mode could use a facelift for stat tracking. The stat tracking is just atrocious in my opinion. Add meaning to playing as one character. Right now, playing as one character doesn't really differentiate from doing the whole customization gig. There's no limitation, and even with all the customization that they have to offer, it just feels bland. Trout, how much did you really play Universe Mode this past year? Be honest.
I hardly played it at all.
Exactly, and because why? I'll let you answer.
Well, I never was a big universe mode, but I feel like there's a little bit of it was there's too much going on. And it's not simple enough, really.
Too much going on in terms of what, like you having to control certain features
Yeah,
that
you got.
amount
Yeah,
to
I just
nothing.
want. Like I was saying earlier, I just want to think maybe like download roster, and then you don't have to move anybody.
Oh no, good point. Add that feature. Download someone's roster. Of
Mhm.
course, of course. So I would assume that going forward they're gonna want to expand on that superstar mode. How about adding at the very least to the superstar mode, let you talk to different people, and let's turn back the clock to the nostalgic titles 2006, 2005, and the ones there. We don't even have special guest referee. Add the ability for us to create matches within this mode too, you know?
Yeah.
If there's one thing that you would like to see in universe mode, Javi, thinking about NBA even. Think about what you enjoy in franchise mode, Javi. What is something that you would like to see in a wrestling universe? Think about it.
Well, you just said like earlier the customization. You should be able to make your own matches, like you said, make some storylines.
Yeah, they don't even have that anymore. That was something that was in the game. Like they legit had created a story. That's not there anymore. What about for you,
Yeah.
Trout?
Well, I
Anything?
got to add the universe.
Yeah. So just one
Uh,
feature you would like to see there, or just something that you would
well, I go with what you was talking about, the online feature with another friend or something.
think about
You
it.
know, like
Genius.
you could have like two. You'd be like the GMs, whatever. Well, of course but
Yeah. No, no, for sure. Yeah. Like it's like
and you
managing
could
a
like
team
you could you
almost.
could, you could pick the your draft. You know when they draft the guys to each side.
Yeah, exactly. Do that like the
Yeah.
draft. Yes. So make the brands pretty much like selecting a team. I'm thinking sports wise, guys. That's where I have my mindset. That's why I brought Javi into this video. I brought Trout because I'm thinking about sports. I'm thinking about let's add things that we see in NBA and Madden. Let's get like a news center where there's like a almost like I'm literally looking at tonight's show. There's no little article. There's just nothing. It's just that's it. You exit the mode. There's a calendar. Cool. What else? Nothing. Like, this is so boring. It puts me to sleep. You know? And it's just too bare bones to be honest with you guys, in my opinion. So, with that being said, y'all, hit us up in the comments section. Let us know what you would like to see. I'm sure we missed out some things here and there, and we probably didn't even touch base on something you want to add. So I do want to see what you guys want to add, because maybe I'll revisit Universe Mode in a future video talking about some of your ideas. And I'm just right now hoping for the best, ultimately expecting the worst out of Universe Mode. So Trout, Javi, thank you for being a part of this video. I appreciate y'all.
Sir.
Of course.
I'll see you on the next one, man. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Deuces.